India was born free in 1947, but remained chained in its constitution. The chain was religion. It was not carved by God, not demanded by the people. It was stitched into the fabric of our laws by our forefathers, who feared the ghosts of partition more than they trusted the future of free citizens. That was their original sin. Our forefathers had reasons, but reasons are not excuses. The blood of partition was fresh. Millions had died, millions more displaced. Leaders like Nehru and Ambedkar wanted to reassure minorities they would be safe in the new India. So they wrote special protections into Articles 25 to 30. They gave communities the power to preserve religion, language, culture, even if it meant carving exceptions to equality. But reassurance turned into institutionalized division. What was meant to heal festered. The state became addicted to managing communities, not liberating citizens. And what has this sin produced? A politics of appeasement, the Shah Bano case, justice for a Muslim woman overturned by parliament to please clerics. The long, painful Ayodhya dispute, where justice was delayed to avoid hurting sentiments. The triple talaq debate dragged for decades because religion was treated as more important than rights. The Uniform Civil Code, frozen for 75 years because leaders fear losing votes. This is not secularism. This is surrender. The Constitution, instead of uniting us, has been weaponized to divide us. And here's where we dare to disrupt. Welcome to Outrageously Yours, where disruption is not a buzzword, it's a habit. We challenge boardrooms, we unsettle strategy halls, and today we challenge the very foundations of the state. Because what makes this worse? Our own civilization already had the answer. India's spiritual traditions never treated faith as a community contract. The Upanishads never said all Hindus must believe this. The Buddha never demanded protection from the state. Sant Kabir, Guru Nanak, Mirabai, none of them built their faith on legal rights. Faith in India was always personal, the divine, a relationship between you and God, not between your community and the government. But our forefathers ignored this heritage. They borrowed colonial categories, majority versus minority, appeasement versus dominance. They enshrined divisions. When India's genius was always unity without uniformity, it is time to correct the original sin. Religion must be driven out of the Constitution, not out of people's lives, but out of the machinery of the state. That means scrap communal clauses, no group-based rights, only individual rights. Protect every citizen's freedom to believe, not community's power to negotiate. One set of laws, one dignity, one justice. This is not anti-religion, this is pro-dignity. Faith restored to where it belongs, in the heart of the individual, not in the files of bureaucrats, not in the speeches of politicians. The original sin was committed in 1950, but do we still want to carry it in 2050, 2100, forever? Do we want to remain prisoners of partition's fear? Or will we finally have the courage to write the Constitution we should have had from day one that honors citizens, not communities? If we cannot answer that, then the ghosts of our forefathers still rule us, and that is the greatest tragedy of free India. This is outrageously yours, where silence isn't absence, it's strategy. Until next time, keep disrupting.